So today we're going to be taking a first look at the new T3 label platform. There's way too much to cover in just this one video, so I'm going to be making a series of videos to cover the individual pieces of the platform. If you want to learn more, head over to the T3 wiki to read all about the different parts of the T3 label platform, and I'll put that link in the description. So there's three core concepts for the T3 label platform. One, you can easily create flexible label templates. So barcodes, QR codes, tables, text, and images are all supported. And the templates that you create will resize to fit the label that you're printing on. So if you make it bigger or smaller or wider, it will fill the space and still look good. Two, you can fill label templates with any data directly from Metrc. So if you can see it in Metrc, it can be automatically filled into your label templates without any typing involved. So this includes things like package tag data, tag numbers, item names, and also test results. And three, you can download labels as PDFs and print them directly on your printer. So that includes thermal printers. So every label printer supports PDF printing, and you don't need any special software. You just plug it into your printer, install the driver, and you're good to go. So in this video, we're just going to give you a quick idea of what's possible and what it looks like to actually generate and print a label with the T3 label platform. So I've got a Zebra GK420D already hooked up to my computer. So let's go ahead and open up the Label Studio. So head into Metrc, and we're going to open the Label Studio from the toolbar. So there's a lot of stuff here. I just want to focus on, first, the left half is where you're going to actually build your labels and configure them. And the right half, you're going to get a preview of when they actually generate, and you can also print them from there. There's a lot of tabs, but there's three I want to focus on. So first is the template tab, and this controls what you're printing on, so thermal labels, every sheets, things like that. The layout tab, which controls how the printed content is arranged. So this is where you select your barcodes, what goes in the barcodes, text, where the images go, how it's all sized, things like that. And the final is the label data tab, and so this controls what is inserted into each label. So things like individual package data, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and let's actually build a label. So let's start with the template tab. So in my printer, I have 4 by 2 1/4 labels loaded. So let's go ahead and select that. Next, we're going to pick a preset layout. So we're going to pick a Metrc replica tag. And then finally, we're going to select our data source. So in this case, we're going to just use some demo package data. We'd like to rotate it, and we can actually do that in T3 by rotating it by 90 degrees. Okay, so we have our labels all generated. We can see that it's being filled with our demo package label data. So let's go ahead and print this. So we can print this directly from the browser. We can see that we've got my Zebra printer selected. We've got our label 2 1/4 by 4 selected. I only want to print 3. I don't want to print. All 10. Okay, so we can see that we have our 3 labels printed. And just for fun, let's go ahead and let's just scan a barcode to make sure everything works. There we go. So this is just giving you a very high-level overview of what's possible with the T3 label platform. There will be a lot of follow-up videos to show all the different pieces, but hopefully you have an idea of how you might use this platform to fill your label needs.